easy to forget that Closer, at a point in time, was slated to be the successor to Faker, right? Like he was in the team, he was the backup, he was playing as a sub on T1. Never quite lived up to the potential, but we've seen glimpses, particularly on champions like the Akali on his Sylas. But I do think that we saw, for example, in the game yesterday that Kwang No Freaks was able to win against Breon, that mid lane prio can really be a big enabler for the rest of the map, as it will be Jax versus Cassante. We saw some hovers. Some Ahri as, oh boy.
Yeah, that's a very early flash. Bertel also walking into the Counter-Strike, which you're not super excited about. And now Kingan's just fighting against two people.
Thank you, Jonas Strong, for showing us that. As...
Alright, Kyle taking a lot of damage here as the grenade did a bunch of work. But Kyle's still fighting back here. As you can see, low health bars on Viper and Life right now. The defeats come.
And the amount of wins preceding those defeats.
Very, very sad. Anyway, Envyy taking a lot of damage here as the Rocket's doing a whole bunch of work. Life flashing, but Viper dashing away.
The root of the issue. Yeah.
Because I know that you love Cloud Soul. I know.
Well, do I? I don't.
Well, let's see whether they can put down enough turrets to make this one work, as Viper's looking to battle it out against Kyle. Flashing immediately away, but there's the Cyclone, and already the Zarya's been taken down. Life will be able to get one back against the Wukong, but that is 2 for 1, and you'll take that deal.
Get them ahead because they, of course, were working from some deficits. Also, not the cleanest dive necessarily. If Envyy hits, for example, a bit more poke early on, they might be in a better position. And I think the main thing for me is that the juggle here could have maybe done a little bit better. Willer, especially looking at the health bar and Closer, not necessarily having
Here we go. Bit of money going over towards Life Esports. Zeka not picking that one up as he was just manning the bottom side. True Shot Barrage, fair bit of damage there onto Zeka. There's the line. There's a couple of extra plates going over here as Bertel's going to be able to pull the Jax under the turret. King, a nice sidestep there to get out of the way of the empowered Q. Leap strike to get himself out. There are a few dashes here on Cassante, though, if I remember correctly. Not able to find that Q, though. True Shot Barrage, not quite.
Or it can be one of those games where nothing happens, then one team wins the team fights, gets Baron, gets inhibitors, and wins the game. Hard to find out.
Well, we'll see whether that does go down, as King is just going to be left to the Wolves. Okay. Clid and Life say nah
of their opponents, which is kind of wild to me.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Is now Life gonna have to flash to get out of the way of this one. Clid throws an ultimate to Narnia as Closer looking to try and keep himself safe. 5-point strike comes in. Blast Cone, will it work? No, it won't, because the permafrost is beautiful. Clid, can you chase after him, however? And the answer looks like it's probably yes. Winter's Wrath doesn't find it, but Viper picks up the kill with the ultimate of all things. Zeka's just following. He's just following. As here we go. Cyclone does come in. Viper in a bit of trouble. Does flash eventually as his shield bow is proc. Now Clid having a little trouble against Closer here. Perfect execution just to get him back in the battle. Kingan looking for this one. Teleport comes forward. They take down Clid, but Zeka's going to turn up as well. Bertel trying to fight this one out as well as he pulls Kingan over. Closer still in this fight, and he's doing absolutely fine. Kingan's going to go down before the True Shot Barrage can even do anything. And Liv Sandbox continuing to do well this game. Not even bothering to really
panic,
prioritize
Atlas.
it. Yep, exactly right. And cool kids, they never do. And guess who Liv Sandbox are? They're cool kids. As Bertel, he's going to look for a bit of a flank angle. This Baron going down extraordinarily low. There's no Sejuani, so this is likely just to go over to Liv Sandbox. But can they get themselves out of the pit is the question. Closer, he may not be so lucky as he's in the Shroud, will be taken down. That is going to mean that he is very, very scary in these next few fights. And Liv Sandbox don't exactly match that damage potential as Closer finding some backflips. Oh, the Emperor's Divide does basically nothing as now Closer's looking for that backline. They get the ult out of Viper, and now Viper's looking to make it work. But Control Ward down, spots this one out. 50% on this Baron right now, as Kyle's probably going to get the bad news. Oh, hasn't got a ward in there yet. There it goes, but it might just be too late. Closer immediately coming down. Willer, can you get in there? The answer's no. Clid, successful heist, the fadeaway prison as well. And it's feeling like Life Esports have found it. They found that power spike. They found their moment. And Liv Sandbox may be on the verge of being outscaled as Closer is going to have to get out of here. He goes golden after the Glacial Prison comes in as Bertel. He's Cassante. And it feels like this is just a team they just want to scale almost every game, right? As Kingan's going to get ulted back, Leap Strike is 7 of the Elemental Drakes this game. if we do make it to that, as Envy's going to have to be able to Arcane Shift early enough to get out of the Glacial Prison.
Because so far, Sandbox doesn't really seem to have an answer for that. Ow. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, Cyclone at the ready. Here's Emperor's Divide just to get rid of the Wukong. He's not dead just yet. The grenade sails by majestically as Zeka goes golden. Birdle now running away from King, and Counter-Strike's going to lock him in place. Clid would really like an ultimate right about now. Just disappear. Willa gets in there, but nothing really going to happen. He goes golden, but I think inside the pit, and he's not going to be able to get out Kingen. Also going to fall extraordinarily low, but he has a GA available. Okay, Viper has to use his stopwatch as now Zeka at full health. He's going to have to be the one to carry this fight. Closer now, finds the backline. Zeka just doing 1,000,000 damage per auto attack, but it's a triple kill for Envy, and now Zeka needs to try and do it. Can he? The answer is no, as it's a quadra-kill ace for Envy.
Envy wanted to change the opinion of him within the LCK after game number 1 that they played. Definitely not the case, but maybe this is it. The minions are shoving. Wheeler is up in 15 seconds. The main question is, can Sandbox actually end? 15 seconds on life. Envy and Bill, they're gonna try. They got to. If they can get this win, that's huge for this team.
Yep, 12 seconds on life, but I don't know whether he's going to be enough in order to make this one happen.
It's about Viper.
Yeah, it's 2 Nexus turrets. Remember, Envy does a lot of turret damage. With this Ezreal, they are going to be able to take at least both Nexus turrets down as now life. Can you actually defend is the question, as they're going to focus the Nexus and live Sandbox. I think they've done it as Birdle. Yes! And live Sandbox will win game 1.
야, 끝낼 수 있어 이거. 앞에서 라인 빨리 밀어보자. 일단 밀어봐.
라인 최대한. 태연아 너 몸 좀 맞아볼래?
나 맞네 안 돼.
할만해 20초
야 밀자. 가자 얘들아.
해보자 안 막아도 돼.
해야 돼. 결국 해야 돼 이거. 야,
이거 맞아.
라인 잡자.